Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The running game will be a focus today. The Panthers have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going against the Buccaneers, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Jameis now on first down. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. First down, Winston. He finds the rookie from Alabama, O.J. Howard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. The gain of 39 that time. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Jameis to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now Jameis on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. From the gun, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. After the run, Newton going to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right there at the 43.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update and a little bit of a surprise. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Drops it off to Martin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. On 3rd down, it's Sims. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
This is fielded at the 7. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On first down, it's Newton. Completes it to Dixon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Now Stewart on first down. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football. Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Here's Winston. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half. Shift together here from the D-line. Winston gives to Martin on the draw. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there. Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there. On 3rd down, Winston. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up fourth down.
The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Cam is still down here. Appears to be shaken up and in some pain after the last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So certainly something to watch here as Newton is now out. And they'll hand things over to the veteran backup, Derek Anderson. On second down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 11 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
The veteran backup Anderson, his first throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Conte. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Thomas Davis from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. On second down, Martin. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Winston. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Martin. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Panthers will get the football back. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. On 1st and 10, Anderson. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Here we go now.
Here's Anderson. Off play action. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift. Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd down and 4. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Anderson on 1st down. Escapes the defender. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Operating from the gun. Anderson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
To throw on 2nd down. Anderson. And caught left side. Olsen. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
Yeah, sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56. Detroit. Set.
On 1st down, Anderson. And that'll be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue lining.
Anderson now. Gonna throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now Anderson throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Well, this is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Winston now. Evans has it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Jameis now on first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Jameis to throw it. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Anderson. Throwing on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Second down following the incompletion. Here's Anderson to throw again. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And the Lions have scored to move in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Anderson on 1st and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 16.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The gun, Anderson. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And his kick is right through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They run the counter with Martin, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Third down, it's Doug Martin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing again. Anderson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Back there, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Anderson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive with Martin. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down, here's the run with Martin. Martin flexing the muscle. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big-time run there by Martin. 52 yards on the ground. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a second down throw for Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Here's Murray for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Anderson. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Anderson now, operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll run the option, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Anderson. From the gun, he'll throw. Complete to Stewart, right side. Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. To throw is Anderson on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Anderson looking to throw on second down. Funches has it complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Shift together here from the D-line. From the gun, Anderson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's a toss coming right. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Martin. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right there around the 35-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Bucs on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 18 yards there and a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. That game's now gone final in the Meadowlands. And it was the Jets coming away victorious there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. And tough starting field position here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the